All right, we're live. Been a while since I've streamed. Happy to be here though.
Yeah, was last time the Gauntlet run, or did you do some other streams in between?
Yeah, no, it's the Gauntlet run. It's been a couple months since I streamed last. So this is the return.
Return of the King.
I don't know about that. For the 5 of you currently watching, if you read the title, which I know none of you do, I'm joined today by the developer of this game. His name's David, or BlindCoco, as some of you may know them as. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm David. I'm the lead developers and character designer for Gales of Nayeli. I've been a huge fan of Fire Emblem for the past 15 years, so being able to make a game that's very much inspired by Fire Emblem but still pushes it into its own unique spin is pretty much a dream come true. So thanks for having me.
Heck yeah, awesome. All right, well, what sort of game is this? Oh, you're gonna see, sir or Zer. You will see. So I just want to show this off really quick. If you go new game, normal or veteran, whatever difficulties. Are those gonna be your final difficulties?
There's gonna be a Madman, which is basically veteran but with 0% growths. You still learn skills, but you don't get stats. And Cursed, which replaces all the droppable items with cursed items. It's more like a fun spin-off mode.
Okay, some replayability, cool stuff. All right, so there is an avatar character. Do they play a role in the story at all? You told me to skip the story, so I did.
They will play a role in the story, but it's very much a supportive role. It's very much Nayeli's story.
Okay, cool. So right now there's 4 classes you can choose from. There's gonna, I mean, if the Kickstarter, plug, the Kickstarter, link to the Kickstarter for this game is in the description of this video. Right, you're gonna add some more if some certain goals are met, right?
Yeah, there's a potential 5th class and a potential 6th New Game Plus exclusive class as stretch goals on Kickstarter.
Okay, cool. So guys, go check out the Kickstarter, and if you can, support, because so I honestly really believe in the project. I think it's pretty cool. So we're going to be doing Rogue, because that's what I'm familiar with. Skip all the story. I want to show this off, really, just like some of this stuff. I don't know, this first map. This is the one we're going to play. I don't know. I just think it's cool. I like every character kind of feels really unique. Even this like weird fairy lady, or pixie. She can like pick up items from flowers. I don't really get how that works, but it's cool.
Well, did you see the daisy on the screen?
Yeah, you pick it right here.
Yeah. Did you pick it in your first playthrough?
I didn't. I missed it. I replayed just a few minutes ago just to see what it was, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool item, honestly.
Yeah. The harder these daisies are, the more like rewarding the item is.
Yeah, so you do have to go really out of your way to get this.
Yeah.
There's no reason to send anyone up into this top corner here, but like, it's a good item. Basically just makes your level ups more consistent. It's really good. Yeah, so I just want to show the first map off a little bit so people can see it. But we're gonna play the next map because I want to. If that's all right with you.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right.
It also allows us to show like more playable characters.
Yeah, that was
new characters there.
Yeah, that was the idea. A lot more playable characters on this map, and more like unique, interesting stuff. Like not all player characters are just human people, right? You have like this chick, who is like a bird
with a bow.
With a bow, a bird with a bow, kind of sick. And you have this chick who is like a dark elf, right? Is that what it is?
Yep, exactly.
I was like, dark elf. Those are some ginormous ears, though. Into it, cool. And then, like, again, we saw Pixie Lady, and I assume there's going to be a lot more than this in terms of variety.
On Kickstarter, you could see like the battle animations for Naga, the snake lady.
Yeah, actually, I have that pulled up right here. So, battle animations aren't turned on in this demo, but I want to show off some of them. Is it all right if I show them off really quick?
Yeah, of course.
So let me show off. Let me pull it up here. So we have like this like snake lady shooting with a bow. It's kind of sick. Like, and for those of you who've played any other SRPG studio games, you know the animations are crap. So all these custom animations look really good, especially compared to what's in the base package.
Yeah, they just flail their weapons around kind of mindlessly.
Yeah, it's like this looks pretty clean. Did you do the pixel art, or do you have some...
I didn't do the pixel art. They're actually mostly people from the Fire Emblem modding community that I hired. So it's been really cool to see how they adapt to like this kind of HD-er version of the GBA sprites.
Yeah, they have a lot more to work with, right? So a lot of the stuff is really clean. It's pretty interesting. I'm excited to see the final product for sure for this stuff. Yeah, I just want to show that off a little bit. Okay. Oh, I didn't even see this flower over here. Bitch. It blends in.
More secrets.
More secrets. I didn't know this flower was there, but it is, so I better grab that. Alright, let's I don't know if we'll play this whole map. This one is a bit of a long one. But we'll play a good chunk of it, show off some stuff, it'd be cool. I wanna move you there. Cool. Alright, let's get started. If you guys have any questions about the game for BlindCoco, he is looking at the chat. And I am as well, of course, so feel free to throw any questions out there. And he will do his best to answer them, I assume. I don't know, or maybe he won't try, who knows?
I might, depending on the question.
I want to say, this guy is a huge douchebag.
Yep, that's why he's there.
Five defense. This is like some Thracia energy, you know? You're getting your plus 10 defense from your fortune crap. Like, what the heck, dude?
You got the privilege to use watchtowers on the previous map, so I wanted to show that enemies can use them too.
But we're gonna be sneaky here with our main character. This is the avatar character here. Are you gonna be able to pick the name in the final product?
Yep. The name's gonna be able to change. The portrait is definitely gonna be revamped. Even if we don't reach the fully customizable avatars, I'm probably gonna get a cool hooded figure to replace this generic portrait.
I was gonna say in your own art style, I assume, because
yeah,
this is just SRPG Studio, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
He has a lot of skills. Holy crap! Lots
of stuff. the thief avatar especially, because early on he was really weak, so I tried to give him some interesting ways to be meaningfully able to provide in combat without being just like a better version of the sword avatar. So I think that by giving him some situational crit with the hide and shadows buff and some emphasis on throwing daggers, I think he feels pretty unique.
Yeah, and really he has a combat art. We didn't really talk about this, but there's combat arts in this game. I like this marked target.
Mm-hmm.
It's relatively cheap, only costing two uses of your weapon, but then it just like lowers the avoided defense of an enemy, which is really good, especially on him because he can attack twice in the same turn.
Yeah, he can debuff and then use the debuff for himself.
It's pretty sick. Let's just start chipping away at this guy though, because I hate him. Oh.
Also, yeah, eventually he's gonna get some actual portrait for level ups.
Yeah, I assumed. Alright, we got this guy. This is Miles. What was your... How did you handle magic in this game? Like, what was your... Like, it's pretty interesting, but I wanted to hear you talk about it.
Well, magic and most 1-2 range weaponry is kind of something that I was always wary about making too strong, because I really believe that end turning being the optimal way to play SRPGs just kills the fun out of SRPGs. So by limiting their follow-up attacks to either some specific spells, like the ice spells, or to rely on specific buffs, like the Mage MC, the Mage Avatar, can focus up to 3 times, and if you focus 3 times, they can make a follow-up attack with any spell. So it makes them like more situational nukes and less end-turn monsters, and I think that makes them more interesting to play with.
For sure. Here is an example. There's some supports Funny, cute stuff.
Suave. And she actually got an item from that.
Oh, she did? Oh. A gorgeous daffodil. Increases res by 1. Oh, cute. That's
and like
fun.
for this specific support chain, if she just discards the flower, their romantic relationship never blossoms.
Oh, really? So if you don't keep the item, the support. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay. And is that like permanent? Like if she gets rid of it at any point, does the support loot?
Oh no, it's like if at a specific chapter she has it in her inventory, it proceeds. Otherwise, it doesn't. So like she could put it to the convoy for like a map or 2 and just take it back for that specific.
Oh, okay.
Cutscene.
Cool. So how's the Kickstarter going for you guys right now?
We're about halfway funded already, which is really cool.
Ooh, big crits. Halfway funded. What's your goal?
10,000, and we're at 4,200.
That's awesome.
So it's almost halfway, and like we're only at the first day. And like so far, the really cool part was that whenever there was like a stream or a demo talk or whatever, it was always super well received. So it gives me like a really optimistic view for like the rest of the project.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. I'm excited for you.
So we got some new units.
Yeah, new guys. I assume she's going to be important to the story. I don't know. She's a princess. That feels important.
Maybe.
Maybe. So heavy blades. This is it's like a subclass or great swords. I guess it's like a subclass of swords, right?
Yeah, they share the same weapon XP, but only units with the greatsword wield skill can wield greatswords.
Okay, and do they decrease speed? Is that how they work?
Yes.
Is it half your speed, or what does it do?
It just removes 4 for this specific blade.
Okay, cool. And what's the difference between like a heavy blade and a short sword? You know, like
they're super strong, but they cannot make follow-up attacks, even regardless of speed.
Okay.
And like some effective weaponry is locked behind greatswords, like the Armor Slayer. It's a greatsword, so she's the only one who can use it at base.
And bold spear. What's a bold spear?
It's basically death blow, but on a weapon. It does more damage when they initiate.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Milo, don't start barking. He's gonna do it.
He did it.
He did it. What's up, Windsweep? How you doing, man? She can also open doors, I guess. Is she like a thief, or like what's up with her opening doors?
Well, I had the idea to give some extra mobility options for armor knights, and that kind of manifested as the break wall skill. And I realized that if she could break some specific walls, why not also break down doors? So it gives her some extra utility, which like it's kind of like the opposite of Mart in FE1. Since Mart can open chest but not doors, she can open doors but not chest.
That's cool. So I was muted for a second there because Milo's still barking. He's being the worst.
Figured.
1 damage.
It's an armor knight, dude.
Cleo needs to get in the gym, but experience is the minimum damage 1.
Yep. The minimum damage is 1, and the minimum hit is 20.
Okay. Oh, minimum hit. Interesting. What's the rationale behind minimum hit of 20?
I don't want people to be guaranteed to be invincible all the time.
Fair. I can get behind that. Okay.
Like, I know that like if you take 1 damage with only like 20% chance to hit, it's not a big chance, but it adds some extra oomph that doesn't guarantee like, oh yeah, I can just send this unit there and he will forever be invincible.
Yeah. Okay, because this guy, your avatar has a skill. It just increases avoid by 20%.
Yeah.
So so you're not gonna. That's not like 100% a reliable thing you can just do all the time, I guess. Then.
No, exactly.
That makes me kind of sad though. Dodge tanking's fun.
Yeah, I mean 20% with 2 RN is basically 10%.
Fair.
Which is still pretty damn reliable for dodge tanking.
Kagasaga games have a maximum hit of 50. I mean, if we're talking Berwick Saga, yeah, like getting a hit rate in that game is impossible. Ooh, let's have a chat. Gorgeous. Oh, that takes his turn. No. Dang. Oh, she got a flower too. Is that his thing? He gives people flowers.
Yeah, he's kind of a nice guy, fuckboy. At least at the start.
Increases defense by 1 health. That's way better than the res one. What the heck? That's cool. Wait, can you stack those? Could I give that to someone else?
I know it's like a preference weapon.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if I could give that to like...
That would be very funny, someone just holding a bunch of flowers and being indestructible.
Just being like overpowered, yeah, that'd be funny as heck. Why can't you kill? You suck. What's up, Uber Cow? How you doing? What's new, sir? How are you feeling about the game? I think it's pretty interesting so far. I think it has a lot of potential. What do you think about the game so far? Blind David?
I think I like the thing that I made, surprisingly enough.
You don't say. I think it's hilarious that instead of using magic or something, this chick, the healer witch, literally shoots people.
I did a stream with Vivian, another FE tuber, I guess. She does mostly video essays and of RPGs, but also Fire Emblem. And like she freaking adored the gun.
That's hilarious. I love it. I can't wait to see it animated. I can't wait to see this like holy priestess lady whip out a piece and shoot some dude in the face.
That's gonna be very cool.
Be hilarious.
I really look forward to it as well. There's also like another guy later in the game who's a thief healer hybrid. And like his whole thing is that he like presents as a healer, but he's actually just a thief. So like he hides a sword within his staff. So like this is gonna be really cool when it's gonna be like fully animated.
Okay, wait. So he's like a healer. Is he a healer then?
He's a healer who can use swords.
Okay.
But he's a very bad healer. He's mainly a thief.
Dude, it's like Renault.
Yeah, but he joins before the game is over.
Except he joins before the game is over and can actually use swords.
Yeah, true. Renault just like doesn't have a magic stat, but doesn't have a strength stat either.
Yeah. I do like that the healing staff is 2 range. That's just a nice little quality of life thing, especially when movement is as low as it is at this point.
Yeah, that was part of the rationale behind it. Also, like a lot of auras are 2 range, like Daisy's defense buff. So like it just felt right to give it like 2 range.
Yeah. Just gonna say this guy. I don't know how do you say his name? Kidel. Yeah. Kidel. Him with the Guardian ring, kind of schnasty.
I mean, he is a Guardian after all.
I know. I was like, huh.
It's
I wonder if he should use that. Game developer, what do you think I should do?
Maybe the high HP, low def res guy could benefit from a def res ring.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you use the hide command for the thief? Like as a whole?
I used it a couple times, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think that eventually, like, once people figure out the min-max of the game, having pass on command, basically from the prologue, seems like it's super strong.
Yeah, I'm really... This game has a lot of opportunity for, like, low turn count stuff, you know?
Yeah, the movement is pretty low, but the movement options are pretty big. So, like, it's going to be interesting to see how people use them.
Yeah, between, oh wait, crap. This guy has, like, super range, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's more of a debuff butt than an actual, like, damage unit. Because, like, Blight applies a debuff to the unit, which also debuffs nearby allies of the unit.
Okay.
So, like, when someone is blighted, you probably want to restore it with a staff.
Uh-huh.
That's a tricky situation.
Then who made this game? Fetch.
Yeah, it's strange.
That's not out of range? This guy's so annoying. What the heck? Whatever. We're just gonna wait then. Take care of it.
Yeah, I think you're fine. I think.
Yeah, no, I think we'll survive. We will survive. It's just annoying. Not annoying in a bad way.
And with sweep, it's 4 move for most units, with 5 for calves and some thieves.
Will that change with promotions?
Everyone gets +1, plus like the modifier for the mount.
Okay.
So, like if you were like a foot unit who gains a horse on promotion, you get +2.
Okay, cool. And how are promotions handled?
Very similar to FE4 actually. You can promote anytime after level 20, and the level cap is 40, but your level doesn't reset when you promote.
Okay. And
so like the goal was to encourage early promotions without having the huge layer of FOMO that you usually get when the level cap is 20 and you reset on promotion.
You lied to me, game developer.
Hmm?
I'm not fine.
Oh, whoops. He's a
Whatever.
necromancer. He comes back. It's fine.
He's fine. He's just taking a nap, guys. Don't worry about it.
And yeah, Cavs have 5 move, but Gallant gives 1 move in AoE around him on turn start as a part of his personal skills.
Yeah, I really like him. It's an interesting stuff. How many chapters are planned for this game?
There's 28 main chapters that are planned, but there's also some side objectives, side chapters, support maps and stuff that are also planned like as side content that you can do if you want, but isn't like main story stuff.
So the first demo you sent me like forever ago had some like I guess I don't know exactly what to call it, like for lack of a better term, like practice maps or like training maps.
Oh yeah, the optional maps between some chapters.
Yeah, are those gonna be in the final game? Because I noticed they weren't
yep.
here.
Yep, they're gonna be there. I just wanted to streamline this because it felt like I think that the best map to showcase the game is chapter 3. Since you get like a tank, you get some mage, you get some healers, you get some archers, you see some watchtowers, there's reinforcements, there's a little bit of everything. And I didn't want to like start at chapter 3, but you actually start with an optional map that's not fine-tuned to my specific tastes yet. So
yeah.
I just for this demo I acted as if you cleared it, gave you the rewards and Curtis and everything like right off the bat. But it's still gonna be in the actual final game.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering if you just decided to move away from that or what. Do you get healed when you sit on a fort?
Yep.
Cool. Wasn't sure if that was the case. But
I mean, it should. I don't remember that. I tested it when I implemented it, but it's been like a year and a half since I did it. So fingers crossed.
So the answer is hopefully.
Yeah.
It should. That's funny. Oh man. Not just attack. And we're gonna shoot this. Oh, what? Come on. Let me just do this. There we go. Again, pink lady with gun. Probably my favorite
it just
thing.
Works.
Poison bow. Target takes 7 non-lethal damage. Thank you for saying non-lethal. That is my least favorite thing, is when like you don't know if poison damage is going to kill you.
Yeah, there's almost no form of out-of-combat damage that is lethal.
Yeah, I appreciate just the note of that, because otherwise
like, there's
it's a pain.
a few exceptions that are like kind of funny Easter eggs and instead of main mechanics. Like if you petrify someone who's standing on water because they're like a flyer or a pirate, they instantly die.
Oh, they just like sink.
But like aside of like niche mechanics like this, no, there's no lethal out of combat damage.
Oh, okay. That's funny. So what is your biggest inspiration outside of Fire Emblem for this game?
Ooh, there's a lot of it. Like mostly for mechanics. These tend to come from like so many different games. Like I don't know if you've played with the Prime/Shatter mechanic.
Yeah. I've messed with it a little bit.
Like that came from Xenoblade Chronicles for me. Like their break, topple,
launch, smash, that stuff.
Like I like the idea of like building some innate synergy between characters, and like if you notice, a lot of characters who are meant to like interact together in the story, like Sharif and Flynn, they have like matching combat arts, so like one can set up kills for the others. So
yeah,
I think it's
yeah, and like the Gun Lady and Magic Boy, they have a prime, don't they? They have a prime into.
Yeah, she has prime and he has shatter.
He has shatter. Yeah, I that's a really fun thing. I do like that a lot.
I think it really helps, gives like some more interesting options for boss killing, like especially this one, the second boss,
the demon guy who shows up at the end.
Yeah, like he's
no
trouble.
Joke, dude.
Also, did you beat this map once, right?
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil like too much for it.
Yeah, I beat the map, and I got all the treasure chests and everything, and all the villages and stuff. So,
did you try to mess with the armor knights who come from the bottom?
No, I didn't mess with them at all.
Because there's actually a secret from them.
Oh, really? But ooh.
Like, if you manage to defeat one of them, they all are soul linked, so they all die if you kill one, and they give a magic greatsword that Layla can use.
Oh, cool.
Like, it's super hard to kill them. I do not suggest that like most blind player defeat them, but it gives like a fun side objectives with a cool reward if you plan to use Leela.
I don't know if I got healed from here.
That's a good one. I really don't know.
Actually, we'll see. Maybe I do. Maybe I did. I'll see. We'll see.
You're at 6. I will remember 6.
We're at 6. We'll remember. We're at 6. I just want to kill this thing so later I can go get this chest here.
There's multiple ways to get this chest, actually.
What, like flyer with a chest key?
Fly with a chest key.
And
there's an unlock staff, and you can actually smoke bomb from the inside of the castle.
Oh, okay. I tried smoke. I was like, oh, maybe I can smoke bomb from right here where the fox is at. I tried that originally, and it's just like 1 space too far, 2 spaces too far. So you can do it from like right here.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I tried to like build maps with the tools that you have.
We're just gonna do that then.
Yeah. Like, you could risk dying to a magic fox, or you could just get the chest for free.
Yeah, freaking fox.
It's magical damage too,
which is horrifying, as any Fire Emblem player knows. For some reason, magic damage is always scarier.
It hits different.
It does hit. It hits very different. So different that it uses a different defense stat. Crazy. Whoa. Whoa. The recombo gives him Kanto, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, why did he have his move back? Are there any playable animals? Ask Windsweep.
Yes and no. There's like you showed Cleo, the harpy.
Yeah.
There's Kitoko, the naga, who's the snake lady. There's a squirrel girl, and there's a druid who can shapeshift to a wolf.
You got Lagoos in this game?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Actually.
I'm sold. I'm in. Just kidding. I'm not a furry, I promise, guys.
It's alright. If the more you deny being a furry on the internet, the more people bully you into thinking that you're a furry.
I know. But I swear I'm not. No.
And so the cycle continues.
So I really like Nayeli's her whole dynamic with her personal weapon. Whoops. Like, it lowers her defense, doesn't it?
Yep.
Lowers her defense, but makes her like super strong. So,
yeah, and she can follow up at range, but she cannot close range.
So like, she just jacks this dude up with it. But if I keep it on her, she gets jacked up on enemy phase. I don't know. There's just a cool little interaction that I like. I don't think she even needs it though. Yeah, she doesn't need it.
And depending on her, maybe she needed it.
I know.
What level is she? Does she have her Forester passive? No, not yet.
No, she's
she gets a skill later on that doubles the defense buff from terrain.
Oh, that's
so
really cool.
She's super cool to like use in forests and stuff.
Which like makes sense with her whole like Pocahontas kind of thing she has going on.
Yeah, and it also makes sense with like her other promotions that I'm not gonna spoil because she's the main character. So like,
yeah, no spoilers. Gosh, quit spoiling your own game.
I'm gonna write my own wiki for my game and just say everything that's in it.
That's what what's their face is. I wish some game devs would do that though, because there's some things that are really obtuse in their games. They just like have no like. Would just be nice to have a little help.
I think it's cool when devs answer like fan questions like way later.
Oh, I might be dead here. Let's hope the AI is stupid.
I mean, is the Lance guy the one with the killer lance?
Okay, never mind. We're good. Yeah, he is. I know she can't be crit. But if she got attacked by that guy and the Armor Knight guy there, she might have been in trouble.
Yeah, that's fair. I wasn't sure if Kerry was going to get crit, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Since... that was actually very close.
Oh, crap. Axes do crap tons of damage. Oh my gosh. What game is this? This is called Gales of Nayeli. If you could learn how to read Uber Cow. No, I'm just kidding. It's a game that this is just a little demo. There's a Kickstarter for this game that you can go find in the description. Totally worth clicking on and going and checking it out. Your uncle works at BlindCoco Studios.
One day it's gonna be the new thing that kids are gonna brag about.
My uncle works at Nintendo, guys.
I can't wait for like Nintendo for having like 7 Lance wielders in Smash that are all clones of Nayeli.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be like one of the coolest things as a creator to see one of your characters make into a game like Smash Brothers.
That would be really cool.
It's.
I know it's fairly early to like start talking about this, but if Nintendo's listening, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm sure Nintendo's watching this 14-person viewer stream.
Yeah, they've been waiting for like Nayeli's for big debut, so she can actually like showcase on Smash.
Yeah, for sure. Broken dark. Can you attack with broken weapons?
Yeah, but they suck.
Stands to reason. Okay, so you can just give you a little bop. Oh yeah, 1 damage, nerd. You knew a janitor who worked at Nintendo? Dude, that would be fun. Just be a janitor at Nintendo. Maybe get to see some cool things.
What's your stance on broken weapons? Because I've been flip-flopping back and forth between either making them like 0 might but still accurate, or complete doo-doo, like will never hit anything.
I see. I go back and forth on it too, and when I think, like, just in my head, I went back and forth like 4 or 5 times, just barely, thinking about it. I think I am more inclined to say that like 3 houses handled them well, where they're basically just worthless in every way.
My issue with how 3 house handled them is that you can grind weapon XP very easily that way.
True, I don't like that. That is one thing that's annoying.
And like, I have a friend who mentioned that like one thing that they would like to do if like broken weapons were viable is a broken weapon only run, which just isn't possible if they have like 20 hit.
Yeah.
But if they really suck. I also have some skills and modifiers for combat arts that reduce damage dealt with like a percentage, so maybe broken weapons could like deal 50% damage but still be accurate.
Yeah, something like that. I also I just like I like the idea of you being penalized for not planning ahead, essentially. So like if you don't.
Oh yeah, if you enter with a weapon that's about to break.
Yeah, if you let your weapon break on enemy phase, then you're in trouble. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you have this weapon that's super heavy and you can't deal damage and stuff like that. I think that's really good. I like that. I think it's just one more thing that rewards smart play.
Yeah,
so that's kind of my.
You can't look at it
my
now,
stance
but
on
like
it.
Everlast's Life Drain Tome has like 8 use, I think, in this demo. So like you really cannot enter in many things with like the equivalent of Nosferatu here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he died. I was like, why can't we look at it? And I was like, oh yeah, he's dead. Or not dead. He's taking a nap.
He's grievously wounded.
He just ran away for a while, guys. Is Coco in chat? Coco's the guy that I'm talking to right now.
Yeah, I can read chat also.
Oh yeah, he is in chat. So if you just ask him questions, he will answer them. Repairing weapons. You can repair weapons with an item. Who has it on them right now? This guy, Grindstone. Fully repairs a weapon of your choice. So I don't know how common those are going to be though.
Did I talk to you about like the bandages that you can purchase but also find rarely? It's kind of the same mentality that I have with the grindstones.
Okay.
Like they're rare to find but easily purchasable.
Okay, so if you have a weapon you really like, you could probably make it usable like the entire game.
Yeah, and especially some earlier weapons that I find to have cool effects can be forged to be like stronger late game weapons.
Oh, really? So there's gonna be. So
I encourage
weapon
you
forging.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different to like how Fire Emblem does it. Since here it's basically you find the forge tokens that you can bring to the blacksmith while holding a weapon that is forgeable, and when you do that, it becomes like the version of the item plus, and that adds another effect on top of improving the stats. So like for example, there's a weapon that you can find pretty early on that's like the Deft Sword, that increases your avoid while fighting axe enemies, and if you upgrade it, you actually deal effective damage against axe enemies.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, I feel bad. This guy's voiced at this point, and he said, I almost cared for a moment, like I actually said it, but I had it turned down for audio balancing. I feel bad. That would have been cool to show off. But,
oh yeah, makes sense.
Ooh,
and they did a killer job for the.
Yeah, I think Curtis, in particular, is a standout as far as the voices go that I've heard so far.
Yeah, he's also like one of the first VAs that I contacted for the game, so like.
Yeah, and did a good job. Cool. What's a P pistol? P pistol?
Yeah, I might rename it.
You're gonna pee all over, like you pee all over someone with your pistol? Like
it sounded better in my head. And then someone said it out loud, and then I didn't like it anymore.
I'm like, oh no. Oh, that's funny.
Right, so
do you have
a look at chat?
Estimated price.
The estimated price is going to be 25 USD for the full release. It's 25 Canadian for Kickstarter because Kickstarter does not allow you to do like campaigns outside of your own currency. So like, if you get it now, it's going to be cheaper than if you get it at release.
Yeah, it ends up being like $19 and something cents for the $25.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're in America, you know. P Pistol convinced you to buy the game? Keep it. Has to be P Pistol from here on out then.
I mean, there's the tier that you can name your own legendary weapon, so we can actually have the PEE pistol.
Oh, the PP. Oh no, okay, that's what someone needs to make, the PP pistol. I feel like an absolute child after saying that, but it's been done, and I'm not taking it back.
It's alright, man. I feel like some of the legendary weapons are gonna be pretty funky.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. What does the P stand for? I mean, it said portable or something, right? Not you.
Yeah, it's because it increases dodge when you equip it.
So it's like easily moved. The PP Annihilator. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. The PP Annihilator. Okay, every time I always forget to move carry.
And Windsweep, I actually really like your idea for like making broken weapon completely tank your avoid. So like they can still be used to deal damage reliably, but at the cost of also being susceptible to being hit. And also it really like punishes you for like rushing into enemy phase with nearly broken weapons.
I had a question. Dang it. Oh yeah, Curtis's personal here, or I don't know if it's his personal, his skill here. That give so after turn 7, it just gives him +3 to his strength, speed, and skill. What's the idea behind that?
Well, in his joint chapter, he actually arrives late for the contract, so that's why you were hired to do it. So it's like a fun way to give him arriving late to the battle while still being like an interesting mechanics, because it changes pretty much like how he plays. Because like early in the map, Curtis is kind of like he's all right, but when this props up, he can actually like double a lot of things.
Yeah, at the start of the map, he's just like all you can really do is chip, right?
Yeah,
but now
especially if
like...
you like don't position him like away from allies because of his anti-social passive.
Oh wait. Increase his damage dealt by 4 if one ally or less. Oh, okay. Oh wait, so that's cool. So wait, I can just do this.
And like his opportune shot increases damage if there's some allies near his target.
Okay, so like
he really rewards like positioning himself away from his enemies, his allies, but positioning his allies close from his targets.
Yeah, this is cool. So when the first, so he does just enough damage to kill now, like just to show it off, because this is really cool. He is literally a full 8 damage away from killing. But then you do opportune shot from here, and it's right on the money. That's really cool.
And that's also like with his buff, so he'd be like 11 damage shy if he didn't get his.
Yeah, oh dude. So like late game, like late chapter, he gets pretty nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. That's cool. So the Sunblade, does it have anything going for it besides being effective against demons?
In this patch, it's a bug, but it's going to be effective against bugs as well, because fire damage is always effective against bugs.
Oh, okay.
And like eventually you're going to fight like giant spiders and shit, so like bug effectiveness is pretty useful. And like spiders all have basically the poison strike innately, so they can really tank your units pretty violently, even your bulkiest units.
Oh wow.
So having like options for the one shot with effective damage is really good.
Is opportune shot like a combat art? Yeah, it's combat arts. How are combat arts determined? Is it just a character by character basis, or like who gets what? How is that decided?
It's by a character by character basis. Some learn new combat arts through supports or story decisions, some through promotions. But like really, I try to think of like combat arts that both help the unit perform their role better while still clearly performing like their specific thing. Like if a support unit would get like a big nuke combat art, it would kind of feel cheap. So like I tend to give support units supportivity combat arts like debuffs.
Yeah, like your thief boy, right? He gets
with the mark target.
Mark target, which is just a really cool skill. I really like mark target. I can't get over it. I think it's really.
You're really gonna like Diego then as a later join character. He's a pirate with a spyglass, and he can actually like mark targets from like far away with his spyglass.
Oh, that's cool. Hey Coco, someone wanted me to ask you if you eat kiwi skin.
Are you from Vivian's stream? Because they asked me that exact same question earlier today.
So that was Windsweep who said that.
And the question is, yes, I do.
You what? Why?
You wash it first, but it's better.
Why do you eat? Wait, so you don't like peel a kiwi? You just eat it?
No, I wash a kiwi and then I eat it.
Well, I mean, but you don't peel it.
No, I don't eat the stem part or whatever. That's too hard to chew. But like, I eat the skin. It adds texture to what is otherwise just like some sugary mush.
You know what? Fair. Is that common where you're from?
No, not at all. I get like memed on by my friends all the time for it.
So everyone thinks it's weird.
The other one person that does that I'm aware of is one of my friend's girlfriend, and like we bond over it because like the kiwi eaters, we're a truly shunned community.
A shunned. We're oppressed.
We're oppressed. Yeah, we need some
you're
protection.
oppressed. The skin eaters. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call you. You're the skin eaters.
That sounds really cooler than it actually is.
Well, it sounds disgusting.
It sounds like I'm killing people, not eating kiwis.
The skin eaters. It's very healthy for you. Wow.
I mean, I think it's like fibers and stuff, and fiber is good for you.
I guess fiber's good for you, but yeah. You won't be catching me eating the skin of a kiwi anytime soon. I can barely eat the skin of a peach. You know, like it's all fuzzy.
That's actually pretty similar. Yeah,
yeah,
that works.
It's not for me. I can't. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't eat like peach skin, that totally makes sense for the kiwi as well.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, if you like peach skin, I'm just gonna say it. Try the kiwi, man. Get back to me on that.
Do you have a voice actress for Nayeli yet?
Not yet. I have some people in mind.
Who do you have in mind? Ooh.
I don't remember their names, but it's like I have like 2 or 3 people in mind. I just don't like, and I also don't want to like name drop them and then like someone else takes the role or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Any opportunity to have the pink lady shoot someone. Oh yeah.
She's also gonna be really fun to voice act because like she's kind of sassy.
Look at that! Like, what is this? What is this what is this like weird steampunk fantasy where she has like, she has a magic staff in one hand and a freaking, like, whatever. Like, I don't know.
That's big character design, and I will not take questions.
No, it's awesome. I'm a big fan. Like, it's just hilarious to me. It's very unique. Very unique. I'm a big fan. This guy. I like this skill, the runic wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Like, you know, it's like the items from the Tellius games that you never used. You know.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And like, it's one of these items that also like what prompted me to give it to Miles is the FOMO aspect of it. Like, if you have one item that gives you like one tile for one wall in the entire game, you're never gonna feel confident that like you're placing it at a place that actually helps. But if it's something that's like on a 3-turn cooldown, you're gonna use it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you can dissipate it too, so it's not like it's stuck there.
Yeah, and like later on, there's a map that's an optional map when you like chase thieves around, and like blocking the thieves' paths with like rune walls is a very legit strat to like buy you time.
The pink-haired person reminds you of what people thought Hilda would be.
Well, that would be much cooler if she could wield a gun. I'm just saying.
For her side, for her special move.
She uses.
She wields a gun.
Curvy with pink hair. Shooting guns.
I like these pirate enemies. They don't like. They're not just like your generic axe dudes. They also can shoot you in the face. So.
Yeah, and like some guns are actually like exclusive to pirates.
So this guy is actually voiced by none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Joe Zija.
Joe Zija. How do you say his last name? Claude. The guy who voices Claude in Three Houses does this guy. How cool is that? Close and personal. It's
pretty cool. Yeah, close and personal is also a cool skill.
Increases damage dealt and reduces damage taken by 2 at melee range. Oh, that's nifty. That makes him just a little more survivable. Yeah,
like,
this guy...
basically the idea behind like most of Flint's skill is that he has the stats of a Myrmidon, but he gets some situational bulk through like either his close and personal or his I forgot the name of his skill, but when he's damaged, he takes less damage. So he can be bulkier like a mercenary, but he's typically more of a Myrmidon type character in stats.
Yeah, I actually let him die because I wanted to see what happened when someone died. I let him die on the first map. Wait. Does he not have the grievous wound thing?
It's on the first screen. I think it's the second one. Yeah.
Oh, it's listed here. Okay, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's a skill technically.
I thought it was listed as a status. Okay. Yeah, lowers avoid by 20, increases damage taken by 3. Ugh.
I mean, he's still doing work.
Oh yeah, no, he can still dish the damage. I'm just worried he's gonna die. You know? Oh no.
You can use the. I was gonna suggest you use Relentless Strikes, which is pretty busted as a combat art.
Oh, I should have.
It wrecks your weapons like there's no tomorrow. Like if you like have Sharif carry a grindstone, he can spam it and like repairs weapons on the go.
Wait, am I throwing the item away or am I sending it to
the
the
convoy? No, it goes to the convoy.
I was like, what have I done? Oh wait. I should give that skill to Nayeli, right?
Yeah, Nayeli uses it well. Flynn uses it for his Windblade.
Oh, true.
Or Miles also, since he can use wind spells.
Yeah,
they're all like wind targets.
Okay, cool.
Like as a whole, whenever I give like a new held item or skill scroll, I try to think of at least like 3 or 4 scenarios where it's useful that are actually different and not just like I'm gonna give it to this armor knight or this other armor knight. Like I try to think broadly of like what kind of units would benefit from a specific skill.
I appreciate that because I don't know. Sometimes things in games like this can feel pretty haphazard. Just like they're in there for the sake of having options, rather than being well thought out options.
And like, what's the point of having an option if like your choices are this is the bad decision and this is the good one?
Yeah, true. It's like, oh, we have the pursuit ring, and
like speaking of skill scrolls, there's something that's very similar to skill scroll, but is still very different. Is there are some optional bosses that give skills when they're defeated.
Like they give it to the
they give it to whoever defeats them.
Oh, that's cool.
So like it gives an incentive for like side objectives to be dealt with by your main team and leave like the main objective being dealt with by your filler units, I guess. And Voratos, yeah, it's not set in a specific era. There are some things that like go outside of the norm of typical high fantasy that I think would be very cool to add into like a strategy RPG mold. So like there's guns and funky boats and whatever.
So yeah, if you had like this seems very unique so far, but like if you had to compare it to another work of fiction, like what would you compare it to?
Oof, that's a big one because like it depends by region. Like early on you see like the villages and stuff, which is very typical Fire Emblem. But there's also like some pirate cities, which is very close to Pirates from the Caribbean. And the druid comes from a place called the Froster Isles, which is very Viking inspired. So like it's kind of all over the place, chronologically speaking, or like universally speaking.
All right,
but
so
like
that's really
cool.
Cool,
together as a whole world, and like throughout the game, you will pretty much like travel the entire world of Yuvan. So
oh wait, so wait, what's the world called?
The planet or the world is Euven.
Spell it.
Euven. Iuven.
Okay. Yeah, it always makes me sad in a game where they have this big like fleshed out robust world, and then did she not grab this chest?
Like a part of it? I think you just teleported in and teleported out.
I want it. Want to show it off. That was so dumb.
Yeah, it's a cool item that you won't be actually using here, but it's a cool thing to show off, like you said.
Yeah. Dude, holy crap! This chick is, or dude, chick.
Bullhead Eileen.
I'm assuming this is a lady. I don't know. I assume.
Yeah, she is.
Looks like Korra from Avatar.
That's actually a comparison that I've heard from people.
Yeah, look at it.
I was just trying to make like, you know how in Fire Emblem the brigands are always like super disgustingly ugly guys.
Yeah, disgusting meathead.
I tried to like
missing teeth. Yeah,
be different. You have a 1% chance to die.
Oh, fetch! I keep forgetting that bows have 3 range. Dude, he's totally gonna die now.
I mean, you could kill with the.
have to kill both of these guys though, and I don't have the units.
I don't remember if it's in this version, but if you kill her, I think it defeats her allies.
Okay.
But it could be in a future version that is not this one.
Wow.
That's bulk.
Ah!
Nope, that's oh, it's when you seize, not when you defeat her.
No!
Oops.
I've been had. Oh well, if he dies, it's not a game over. I don't really care.
Yeah, as long. Oh, and Flint's safe, so you're good.
And it's a demo, so it's like whatever. Yeah. Do it, come at me, nerd. Oh, he did. Ouch, that hurts.
I'm sorry, that was completely my fault for.
No, it wasn't your fault at all. My fault. Ooh, speed. Oh, the treasure map. Okay, yeah, I was trying to remember what this is. It's like
you use it while during her turn.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. I'll show it off in a second. Permadeath? No. Oh, you want to explain how death works?
Yeah, sure. Basically, the way permadeath or death in general works in this game, if you die once, you get wounded, and you can be fielded like for future maps, but you get some big debuffs to your avoid and damage taken. But if you die again while wounded, it triggers a game over, so you gotta reset. But these wounds can be removed with bandages items, which aren't too rare, but they're not like super common. But there are some maps where you can actually die forever through permadeath. Like if retreat is not an option because of story reason, you just die there. Also, did you check the Armor Knight to size them up to see if it's worth it?
Yeah, I did. just to see, you know. Oh, and they have a skill that expresses that they die. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I tried to give as much information as I can, like, so no one gets caught off guard.
But 16 attack, that's kind of nasty.
And 1-2 range.
And I didn't know 1-2 range, dude.
It's a magical sword.
Does it deal magic damage?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. And does it use would it use like Layla's magic stat?
And she has decent magic.
Yeah, she does.
If you can look at her growths and like it's pretty decent.
Oh, yeah, 35. That's not bad. That's like I don't know. I haven't studied the growths in this game, but like in Fire Emblem,
35 is pretty much average.
35 is like always okay, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like spectacular, but it's not bad. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah, no, it takes like some pretty good planning, but like with enchant, with like archers at 3 range, with the compound bow, with wind sweep, there's a lot of things that you can do to like take them down. Yeah. But like for a demo that you're playing like while talking and like you have 2 deaths already, like it's probably not a good idea to risk it.
Well, 2 deaths. Well, I'm just messing around here, friend.
Yeah, I'm not judging your skills. No worries. You still have your Fire Emblem elitist cards. I didn't remove it.
Oh, thank goodness. Where would I be without my Fire Emblem elitist status?
You'd have to sell your channel or something.
Apparently, yeah. So, okay, are these guys bugs?
They're like pretty similar to Legend of Zelda Koroks. So like they're little woodland spirits.
Okay, so but as far as gameplay, they don't take effective damage.
Oh, if you hover on like the class name, it tells you like what, yeah, it tells you like what labels it have on the bottom.
So yeah, it says on that. All right, so spirit. Okay. So wait, that's not a demon though, right?
No, the demon guy is a demon.
Okay, because I was like, why isn't Flint? I thought like there has to be like I tried fire magic on him, then I tried this sword on him, and I was like, it's not effective.
I think Daisy has a spell that's effective against spirits.
I think that is true.
She's the fine one.
Yeah. Effective against spirits, yeah.
So, yeah, and effective damage counts the attack and the weapon might, and it increased by like half of that. It's not just the weapon might that gets multiplied.
Okay, wait, what?
It felt kind of bad to have like, you know, in the Path of Radiance, where they have like wind spells that are effective against flyers. So it's like you have a 1 might spell that becomes a 2 might spell. Effective damage.
Oh yeah, it's so stupid, yeah.
And like this exact scenario happened with Carrie and her silencer daggers. Like she had some 1 might daggers who became 2 might daggers, and it was super underwhelming. So I changed the formula.
Oh, he gets experience from doing that. So I should just like, even though I don't need it, I should just do that. Okay.
Yeah, on cooldown.
That's cool. I've noticed you get experience for doing like everything.
Yeah, early on I even had some experience for some turn start skills. Like Daisy at a higher level, I don't know if you have it yet, but she heals allies on turn start, kind of like Azura.
Yeah,
this one. At first, she had XP for that, but people who playtested the game were like, why did she just get a level randomly? And like, it wasn't clear that it was her triggers, her healing that triggered the level up. And if I added like a slower animation, it would become tedious.
True, yeah.
So I just removed it. But like most actions where you actually press a button to do it, give XP. Yeah, like opening doors, breaking walls.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I like that. I like experience that doesn't come from just like one.
I mean, you shouldn't be penalized for like using the tools in your toolkit that isn't just hitting stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing that like thieves often fall behind, you know, because it's like they're not fighting things; they're just running off opening doors and chests and stuff. So.
And when they're fighting, they're not fighting well, so they're not getting kills, so they're not getting a ton of XP either. So it's like really
vicious cycle.
It's a lose-lose cycle for sure.
Yeah. Dude, this sheriff guy's too good. By the way.
Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe like nerfing him a bit because he's meant to be like a reliable unit. I mean, he's meant to be like a super reliable unit, but I think he's kind of too centralizing. I think I might not nerf him, but maybe add more mages and stuff. Yeah, so like he's not weaker, but he's more threatened.
Yeah, just the -4 damage is just really good. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe even if you raise that, maybe make it instead of like 75%, like make it like 85% or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And also, like, you got Flynn's personal weapon, but he has one as well.
Oh, wait, so it depends on who visits the house? Is that how that works?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool. So you can only get one, though?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, Shar's weapon is basically a wary fighter, death boosting lance.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Wait, how does enchanting work? What does it do?
It gives 3 magic to the unit, and whatever damage that they do next is going to be magic damage, regardless of weapon.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And most unit in Gales of Nayeli has decent, like, mixed spread for, like, strength and magic.
Wait, so like, I give this guy some fire magic, and this guy has, like, no res, so he's like, okay. That's cool. Okay, I didn't realize how that worked. That's actually really nifty. Yeah, I said nifty. What up?
And like it can lead to some really cool like interactions. Like I've seen some people enchant Carrie's daggers, and like she has super low strength, so like her magic +3 is similar to her strength, and she can like wail 4 times in a row on a low resistance like Armor Knight. So, like, she can one-round Armor Knight as a thief if she gets enchanted.
Oh.
Which I think is a really smart use of, like, the in-game systems.
Also, you guys couldn't hear it, but she had a crit quote, actually. So, that was cool.
She also voiced some characters from Fire Emblem.
Oh, really? I thought she sounded, like, familiar-ish. Who does she voice?
She voices Trazir and Larce from Heroes.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, you can do the Daisy Flynn conversation. That's a funny one.
Cough. Ahem. Oh, he just like doesn't notice her. That's pretty funny. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, can you only do that one after giving flowers to other
exactly.
other characters? Oh, that's so good. Okay, that's actually pretty. What, does she get a flower?
Not now, because he doesn't have one planned. So, like,
so
in the future conversation,
he was like, "Oh, you need a special one, yeah." That's funny.
Yeah.
Lizzie Freeman? Yes, Lizzie Freeman.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is the kind of like some supports are going to be like easier to find because others have like some prerequisite depending on like what you did.
I like that. That's cool. Because so rather than it being just like, oh, have them wait next to each other forever, it's
yeah, because like there's like two main issues that I see with like generic supports. Either they live in their own little vacuum, so like Amarin dies and like next thing you know, Crom's taking a bath with Robin and like they don't talk about like, the fact that his sister just died, or they reference events that didn't necessarily happen. Like if all supports are canon and like they happen. Oh, he survived. Oh, but he's dead from.
Yeah, he's dead here.
Yeah.
No. So just to defend myself, no one died on this map when I played it casually, or I played it by myself. Just saying.
So I'm the one to blame then.
Yeah, and I played I'm the only difference. And I played it on veteran. I played it on hard mode. Like I did good, guys. I promise. I promise. I'm not a sham. I'm not a failure.
And thanks, just another person. There's a Kickstarter up right now if you like.
Yeah, go check out the Kickstarter. It's in the link's in the description. It is. Wait, why does he have minus? Oh, intimidate. Wait, intimidate activated? But he's dead.
That's probably a bug. I'm gonna add it to my tracker.
Write that down.
And this is why you playtest stuff before release, guys.
Oh, she jacks this dude up.
Oh yeah, the wind effective damage.
I can't really. I won't be able to kill him. This is annoying.
Also, one thing that really works for dealing with him is the enchanting Cleo and then using the feather bow on him, because the feather bow becomes braves when hitting flyers.
Oh, cool. Let's do that. That sounds nifty. Okay, I don't
know if you can do it this turn, though.
No, I can't. I'll have to set up for it. I think he goes back here when he doesn't have anyone to attack, and then next turn he'll come here. So we'll set up for next turn.
Yeah. One thing that I find really cool with the system so far is that like people keep surprising me with like different combos and stuff that I didn't even plan when I created the skills. Like, you know, there's some enemy archers and watchtowers like you saw earlier this map.
Yeah,
you can shove them off and just like take the watchtower from under their nose without them dying.
Oh wait, so shove works on enemies?
Push works on allies, shove works on enemies.
Oh wait, so
they're like two separate skills.
Okay, so
he has push,
Cadell
so
has
it works
push.
on allies. But Tomoe, the fighting punchy girl from the trailers,
she
has shove.
Oh,
and like likewise, you can push an ally on a watchtower and use the watchtower without wasting your turn.
Oh yeah, because you have to like climb it, right?
Yeah. Like I think you probably used it with Curtis because he has the Watchman ring.
Yeah.
But like most units have to spend their turns to climb there.
Cool. Yeah, Ubercow Gray and Tobin supports where they talk about Claire can happen before they meet her. Wait, can they? I don't think so. Ubercow, I think that is incorrect.
Is it really just like number of fight?
No, Echoes has a lot of checks. That's because that's the thing, because you were talking about that. Echoes, there's certain like support conversations with certain characters that have to happen before other characters, and it has to be like certain points in the story and stuff like that. So I was actually thinking Echoes did a very similar thing to what you've done here.
Also, another thing that supports do to like simulate that was like for the GBA Fire Emblem, the fact that like supports can only happen when both characters are recruited means that like if someone supports Vaida, she can mention the fact that like Zephiel was attacked because she cannot be recruited before the attack.
Yeah.
And likewise, if someone is A supported with someone, they can imply the fact that they're not going to be like in another relationship. So like if Sane in an A support says that he's not going to like fuck around with other girls, well, it's right because he cannot S support anyone else.
Yeah.
So like they kind of worked around some kind of pseudo limitations like this.
Favorite character so far is Hilda with a gun. Same.
I'm really glad that Annabelle's getting some love today. Like, she was one of the characters that I was... It's a cool concept, but I think that you have to, like, really buy into it to appreciate it.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I don't think it's for everybody, you know? But, like, I think it really hits for the people it hits for.
Yeah. Also, Carrie's, like, so gonna be attacked by a random bug on that island. Oh, and you didn't showcase the treasure map.
Oh, yeah, treasure map. Thank you for reminding me. Treasure map. Oh, I guess
she has Kanto, so it's gonna appear after.
This most likely leads to treasure. You don't say. And I assume this is gonna be on a later map, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I like some ideas of like multi-map puzzles or like multi-map interactions. So like if you find a treasure map here and you find the specific like area somewhere else, find the treasure. Or like if you cut some reinforcements or leave a boss alive, well, he can show up later in the story or something. Like,
yeah.
I like these kind of like gameplay to story interactions. So like you can actually like play around and experience the game in different ways than just like, I'm gonna use this class today. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that too. I like and luckily I thought you could look at it over and over again, which is nice. It still takes your turn out, which is
yeah.
Is there a way to make that not take your turn?
Well, the option that I would have to not have it take your turn would be to like basically have it proc Gale Force, but then you could cheese the map and just move
do
forward,
it over and over again. Because
so, like I'm looking at different ways to have this work. Like maybe
is there a way to do it and then make it proc Gale Force? But like you like the thief, it's like -2 move. Could it like proc like minus like 10 move or something? You know.
The thing is, you can move before using it, so that's the main issue. Like, I guess the other option would be to like, you know, like if you click outside of a unit, you can see like config and stuff.
Oh, whoops! Yeah.
Like extra settings. That could be used, like, if you have the map, you can trigger the same event from the extra or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, let's.
But also, like, if you look at the map and you're on that specific map, the prompt is different. It's like you have to just find the place instead.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Like, for someone that you were memeing on for dealing 1 damage earlier, she has her uses.
And now she just can casually deal 88 damage in 1 round.
She's still level 1 or 2, right?
I think 1. Nice. Alright, cool.
Alright. So I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, I'm really into this. Like, really. Like, I know... I don't want you guys to think I'm like gassing this up because like this guy's doing me a solid and being on the stream. Like I'm actually into this. This seems really good. So, infinite save slots, not infinite 50. I like many save slots. But yeah, this demo is really good, man. I'm big fan of what you have here so far, and I'm excited to see what you have in the future.
Yeah, for sure, and I'm definitely like super pumped to see the reception, and like even myself before I saw the reception, I knew that it was gonna hit because like I enjoyed the gameplay, and that's what led me to like actually decide to get the battle animations to make sure that this game can be like as special as it can be. So I think it's gonna be really cool, and I think you're dealing with Milo, I suppose.
Yeah, of course Milo starts barking as soon as we start doing like an outro. But yeah, guys, make sure you go check out the Kickstarter. You know, look at all his stuff, all the stuff they have there, and then if you're interested and you can, you know, throw them a bone, throw a few bucks their way, and then be good. Milo, shut up. Hey, dude, he's in a mood.
Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like Milo.
I know he's always in a mood. All right, I'll let you say whatever you want. What are your final thoughts? I'm gonna mute myself so Milo doesn't interrupt you rudely. Final thoughts, go.
Sure. Thanks for having me. It's been super cool to see your feedback and your reaction to the game, and I'm definitely looking forward to like sharing more info and development after the Kickstarter as well. It's been super fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man. Again, Kickstarter, look at it, please. Do this man a favor and do yourself a favor and check it out. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.